In this lesson, you're going to learn how to design a homepage that works. I've been through many iterations of my own homepage on my website. And for a while, I thought it was working, but when I looked at the data that showed who's visiting my website and what they're doing after they visit my homepage, I found out that it wasn't working. So I talked to some business experts who specialize in creating homepages and landing pages and websites that work, and learned some of the key things to keep in mind when designing your own homepage. The first thing is you really need to know your audience. Who is coming to your homepage? Because that affects what you put on your homepage. The next thing is, what do you want that visitor to do? Do you want them to sign up for your email list? Do you want them to visit a particular page? Do you want them to see all of the content that you have? Perhaps you want them to see your latest piece of content. Or maybe you just have a product or a service and you want to promote that product or service. All of these are great ideas for a website's purpose and for a purpose of a homepage, but you have to choose one to focus on. And that's why when you visit videoschoolonline.com now, the homepage caters to people who want to teach their own online courses. I found that that was my biggest and the best target market that I had visiting my website. Yes, I have been creating content on how to create videos and how to do photography for many years, but still the people that knew me, the people that knew Video School Online were coming to the site to learn how to create better online courses. And so I redesigned my homepage so that when you reach videoschoolonline.com, the main thing is my free PDF, my lead magnet with an opt-in form to build my tribe. Ultimately, you want people to subscribe to your email list. This is your list. This is something that you can take with you. Whether you change your website, you lose your website, you lose your business, you can always keep your list and try to build from that. So building a list is so important. And that's why a lot of websites you'll see have opt-in forms on the home page. I then validate myself with the as featured on with different places where I post my online courses. But then I also include recent articles and podcasts, and then my top course bundles. And the reason why I included this, because you have to balance giving enough content on your homepage to keep it interesting for someone who's new and directing people to the best of the best that you have to offer, which for me are my course bundles, where I actually sell a bundle of courses for a low monthly price. I don't want people to have to wait or to sift through my pages to find these course bundles. I want people to know about them right away. Same with my recent articles and podcasts. I don't want people to necessarily have to go to the podcast or the blog page to find my latest content, because a lot of people will be coming straight to videoschoolonline.com, whether it's their first time or they're returning, like I said. And so having this extra content here is important. But at the end of the day, my goal is to get someone on my email list, and that's why I have this big opt-in form with a great lead magnet on the home page. Now let's look at the other websites to see what they're doing with their home page and see if we could learn from them. With Smart Passive Income, when you go to his website, the first is a big banner with a Learn More button, and this takes you to the Start Here page. There's also an email opt-in at the bottom of the page, above the fold. Above the fold means on any website, the area above where you have to scroll down. Anything that I have to scroll down to, that's below the fold. Anything above is what you see when you log on to that page. So what Pat's doing here is he's trying to warm up his audience if there's a brand new visitor by going to the Learn More page, which is the Start Here page. But he's also trying to get people to sign up for his email list right here on the homepage as well. Down below, he has content that people are looking for when they visit Smart Passive Income, including his latest posts and his resources. This is how Pat makes most of his money, by being an affiliate for different resources. And so he wants to put that on his homepage. Down at the bottom, he has another click here to subscribe button, trying to get people to opt in. And one thing you'll notice at the top of his page is his income reports. This is proof that he is the real deal, proof that he knows what he's talking about. So having this on his homepage is a really good idea. So Pat is running a very similar business to me, I'll reverse that. I'm running a very similar business to Pat. And with his homepage, he's trying to build that tribe with his email list, but also share content that audience will like. Let's go over to Simple Green Smoothies. You can see on their homepage they have a number of latest recipes and this big opt-in or this big banner for a few different things, but the main one is this 7-day reset. This is their main lead magnet. This is a 7-day email sequence. It's a 7-day sequence for someone to start with the whole smoothie trend. And so this is what they want people to sign up for, because after you sign up for this, they have you on their email list. They also can promote their book to you. They can promote their meal plans to you and promote all of their products to you. And that's why when you visit their homepage, this is a big banner on their homepage. But they also know that their visitors want a lot of recipes. If you are a smoothie junkie, you want to go to a smoothie recipe site and see lots of different recipes. You don't want it to be the same recipe over and over and over. So they're catering to their audience by providing enough content to make sure that whoever is visiting has enough things to look at. Now let's look at College Info Geek. In the last lesson, we looked at Thomas's own personal site, but I wanted to show how he runs his College Info Geek site for this lesson, because his homepage is kind of similar to the other ones, but I wanted to show you this because he designs it kind of using the same techniques that I'm using, that Pat Flynn's using, and that Simple Green Smoothies is using, but it's all based on his latest and his best content. Yes, at the top, he does have this show me where to start button, this big banner that takes you to the start here page. He also has this opt-in lead magnet at the top if you want to download his free 10-step guide, which is at the top of his website. So he's getting people signing up for his tribe there. But really a big focus for him on his homepage is his content. And he is the College Info Geek. So you would expect this. You would expect him to be putting out a ton of great information. This is what people are looking for from him. So he includes his latest article and his latest podcast. So this is a really good idea. And this is something that, I'm using inspiration from people like this to redesign my homepage all the time. It's a fluid process. I never feel like I'm done with editing my website. One, because trends change, and I want to make sure that my website is fluid and stays up with the trends of homepages and just general website design. I like that he has his latest article and his latest podcast so that whenever anyone returns to his website, they can quickly access that piece of content. And if you're building a tribe, your goal is that people will be returning to your website week after week after week, and they'll get used to going to your homepage and then just clicking on your latest article. On the right, he has his popular posts. And so these are some posts that he can kind of hand pick. He might be using a plugin that automatically creates a list of popular posts, but I'm guessing that he's actually hand picking these so that people are more likely to click on them. For example, he has this ultimate guide to building a personal website, which is a great article, by the way, but it is sort of a way for him to make money as an affiliate. So I'm sure he's looked at his very popular articles that get the most high praise, the most likes, the most comments. He puts them on here and he finds ways to make sure that his articles, while educating, are also driving income for him. At the bottom, you can see that he is using one of these bars where you can sign up for his email list. Clicking on that brings up a pop-up and you'll get his free guide if you enter your email list. No matter what your website is, whether it's a photography portfolio or a business website for your law office, look at other websites in your niche and find out what they're doing. Use what's working to build your own website. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here.